We had a client that we worked with, and she was really struggling with profitability. She kept raising tuition. She actually did 3 tuition increases within a 15-month cycle, and she still could not catch up. So I helped her work with our 6 money leaks in schools, and she only used 3 of the 6 money leaks and cut her expenses by 50%. 50. She did not fire anyone, she did not slash any of her programs, and she did not work more hours. Again, the 6 money leaks are not hacks or spreadsheets. These are patterns. They are small decisions that feel so normal that your school does, but they quietly drain your school's profit. So if you've ever wondered why you're working so hard, but still not seeing the return, this is your first step to clarity. Click the link in the show notes and find out what it's actually costing you.
Welcome to the Schools of Excellence podcast, where we transform everyday leadership struggles into powerful legacies that impact generations. I'm your host, Khani Wilshansky, a 20-year veteran of school leadership who has helped hundreds of school leaders achieve what many thought was impossible through our signature programs, School Leadership HQ and Enrollment Engine. With our battle-tested frameworks and blueprints, leaders have achieved 90% parent retention, 50% less staff turnover, 15% improved profit margins, and increased enrollment by 25%. My mission is simple: to revolutionize school leadership by elevating the skills, the habits, and mindset of passionate leaders ready to create lasting change. Join me as we build your legacy of excellence, one transformative conversation at a time. Welcome back to the Schools of Excellence podcast. Let's have a real conversation. Let's talk about the most expensive, most competitive, most emotionally charged investment of our generation: raising children. Scott Galloway calls this the existential threat of parenting, and he is not wrong. Millennials and Gen Z parents are engaged in what feels like an academic arms race, treating their children's education like a life or death strategic operations. These aren't just parents. They're hypervigilant, data-driven strategists, weaponizing every resource to give their child an edge. Galloway points out that parenting has transformed from nurturing to nearly full-time combat training for life's competitive landscape. And the numbers are staggering. The average millennial parent will spend $250,000 on their child's education before college. Not just money, time, emotional energy, strategic planning. They are approaching parenting like a high-stakes investment portfolio. They're dedicating 50% more time to direct child rearing than previous generations ever have. Educational spending has become a form of emotional insurance against an increasingly uncertain and volatile world. But it is not just about money. This is about meaning. These parents have watched traditional institutions collapse. They have navigated economic recessions, global pandemics, and huge technological revolutions that remake our world literally every 12 to 18 months. These parents do not trust systems. They are looking to curate experiences. One of the things that Galloway argues is that modern parents are essentially running a personal venture capitalist firm. Every educational choice is an investment. Every school is evaluated like a startup pitch. What's the ROI? What's the unique value proposition? How will this institution differentiate my child? But here's the brutal reality. These parents are terrified of their children being left behind, terrified of missing a single opportunity, terrified that one wrong educational choice would derail their entire future. A school isn't just a school anymore. It's a promise. It's a declaration of values, and it is a launch pad for their child's potential. They do not want a service. They want a transformation. I've spent years studying how parents really make decisions about their child's school, not the surface level conversations, but the deep emotional journeys that happen behind closed doors. And what I've discovered is not just surprising, it's actually transformative. And today I want to pull back the curtain on the 3 different types of parent archetypes that are very quietly reshaping educational choices in private schools. Now, there's entire conversations and frameworks that have been written on different parent avatars, and all of that is inside of our enrollment engine. What I want to share with you today here is just different perspectives on how parents are really making decisions. You have a value seeker type parent. They are not looking for the cheapest option. What they're actually looking for and hunting for is a transformation. For this type of parent, price is not a primary driver. I need to say that again. There is a type of parent in your school that price is not a primary driver. They are asking totally different questions, like what unique experiences will my child have? How will this school change my child's trajectory? Can I see a real return on the educational investment in my child's future? There's a different type of parent that is seeking community. Childcare is transactional. Community is transformational. There is a parent avatar in your school right now. This is a parent that is seeking, craving, and starving for belonging. They are asking themselves, will our family be seen in this school? Are there any meaningful engagement opportunities for our family? Will my child be able to build lifelong connections as a result of being in this school? And then there's mission-aligned families. They are not choosing schools. They are choosing educational philosophies and values. This is how Mayor and I really chose our school for Mendel when he was going to high school. These are parents that are looking for real leadership. They're looking for courageous, brave, value-driven leaders. They are looking for clear, compelling educational philosophies. And most importantly, this type of family is looking for an alignment of their family's deepest values. These are just 3 different angles of parent avatars. And I know that if you close your eyes for a moment and you just think of your parent roster, you can think of different parents that fit into these different types of avatars. But what's happening is that you're trying to talk to all of these families in the same tour. You're doing an entire one-size-fits-all approach. And what we need to be looking at is a more customized emotional connection points throughout the entire enrollment journey. Traditional enrollment is dying. Parents can smell it from a mile away. They smell the sleek veneer, the websites, the perfectly curated scripts, blech. They are not looking for that. They're not. And I need you to think about which one of these things are truly speaking the language of your family. And that is why Schools of Excellence created Enrollment Engine. Enrollment Engine is not just a program. We don't just teach marketing. We are teaching you connection. I'm walking you through how to identify your dominant parent avatars, how to craft messaging that feels like connection, not a sales pitch. I'm going to walk you through how to build trust through radical authenticity and accountability of your company values, and how to transform enrollment from transactional to transformational. We do this in so many different ways. And the thing that you need to understand is that your potential families are walking away because you're not speaking to them in the way that you need to be speaking to them. And it's not just you as a school leader. We have an entire part of Enrollment Engine called Train the Troops, which is all about how to get your entire team, yes, your assistant teachers, your front office staff, your lead teachers, your enrollment specialists, your curriculum specialists, everyone needs to be enrollment champions. Enrollment specialists are back from the 80s and 90s. One person who's responsible for enrollment is not going to fill your school. Now, that doesn't mean you fire your enrollment specialist. Your enrollment specialist can still take care of all the mechanics and the tactical parts of enrollment, but they are not the front of house. They are not the people in the front lines. You need your entire team to be enrollment champions. And so if you're looking for an enrollment solution, I want to invite you to check out Enrollment Engine. In this program, we teach you how to increase your enrollment by 25% in 100 days. Stop thinking about enrollment in the same kind of way. Really understand the way that the parents, both Millennial, Gen Z, and all different types of families from different generations are looking at education from a completely different perspective. If you are loving the Schools of Excellence podcast and have gotten any value out of it for your school, I would love if you can do 2 things for me. 1, subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode. And 2, can you please leave us a review? Reviews help other school leaders know that this is the place to learn how to build a school of excellence. And I would be so grateful if you can do that for us. Your help and support makes this show to be able to be listened by the thousands of other school leaders all around the world. Thanks so much for listening, for giving us your time and attention each and every week, and I appreciate that you have joined us.
If your accountant has ever told you to cut back on professional development or slash your teacher appreciation budget or your staff development budget just so you could stay afloat, or has told you, hey, you probably can't go invest in that program, please listen. The problem is not that you're spending too much money on your people or yourself or your investment or your support system. It's that your school has invisible money leaks that are draining your profit, leaks that no spreadsheet will ever catch or accountant. So I created the 6 money leaks of schools that show you the 6 core areas that schools lose money every single month without realizing it. If you close even one of them, your profits will start to soar without sacrificing your team. Go get it now and stop blaming the things that are actually building your school.